otherwise known as pro-theologist, and we're going to talk about inner mental battles. This is episode 11, the argument you keep rehearsing. And these arguments we have with ourselves, this is what the narcissist wants you to become, an internally combative person. It's all in silence. It all happens in silence. Now, in the previous episode, episode 10, I exposed how unresolved pressure begins to govern internal behaviour. The unresolved things that we haven't fixed begin to govern our internal behaviour. Episode 11 now shows how repeated mental rehearsal turns conflict into a private courtroom. Now, you are not resolving the argument, you are strengthening it by not confronting it. A rehearsed argument becomes an internal habit. The more you replay it, refine it, and justify it, the more your mind trains itself to stay offended, defensive, and prepared for conflict. Teaching point number 1, viewers. Mental rehearsal feels like preparation, but it becomes emotional captivity. You think you are getting ready to respond, but you are repeatedly re-entering the same wound. You replay the conversation without resolution. That's repetition, fixation, entrapment. You sharpen your defense instead of seeking truth. Argument, justification, and resistance of the truth. You keep returning to the injury instead of correction. You run to the injury instead of correcting the situation. Resentment, agitation, bondage. This leads to a mind that is always armed but rarely healed. Teaching point number 2, viewers. The rehearsed argument gives false authority to your emotional version of events. Once the mind repeats a story enough times, it begins treating interpretation as fact even if it's wrong. You assume motive before confirming the truth. You start assuming suspicion, projection, distortion. You build a case around partial information, bias, selectivity, imbalance. You protect your position instead of testing it. We don't test ourselves enough, viewers. Pride, rigidity, blindness. This results in judgment becoming stronger than discernment. Teaching point number 3, viewers. The cure is not suppression, it is interruption and redirection. We've got to interrupt it and deliberately redirect ourselves. You must stop rewarding the rehearsal and move the issue into truth, prayer, conversation, or release. One way or another, you've got to confront the issue. You interrupt the loop before it becomes your identity. Discipline, restraint, excuse me, viewers, equals recovery. You separate the facts from emotional charge. You don't let your emotions blind you from the facts. That's clarity, mental sobriety, correction. You choose action instead of internal repetition. I'm going to act on this, I'm not going to loop again, I'm not going to ruminate again, I'm going to fix this. Now it might be one step forward, two steps back, but you're taking action. You choose action instead of internal repetition, looping, ruminating. Resolution, release equals restoration. So this places you back under discipline instead of emotional captivity. Here's a scenario, viewers. You play a conversation from yesterday. You replay it in your mind. Excuse me, viewers. You replay it from yesterday, thinking of everything you should have said. The mind is seeking control after powerlessness. Your heart is tempted to justify offence rather than pursue peace. And the physical layer of this is your body stays tense, alert, irritated and restless. Your nervous system runs at 100. So let's reflect. What argument are you still rehearsing? Because you have not yet chosen correction. What argument are you still rehearsing because you haven't chosen correction, conversation, or release? Are you calling it preparation when it is really obsession? Have you replayed the issue more than you have prayed, acted, or clarified? You might not pray, you might think, meditate, do other things, but have you? Have you replayed the issue more than you've tried to find a way to fix it? Is your version of the story becoming more important than the truth? Well, here's a root check. Let's do a root cause check, viewers. Do you feel safer rehearsing the argument than confronting the issue properly? 2. Are you afraid that releasing the argument will make you feel powerless or that you'll lose something? Number 3. Have you built identity around being right, even though you may be wrong, rather than being restored? Well, here's an opportunity to take immediate action. Right in the first 5 minutes after the argument, if it returns to your mind, write one sentence only. What is the actual issue or trigger, whatever it is, that must be addressed? Then choose one action. Speak truth, seek clarification, pray, prayer release, think. Come to that place where you go, right, I can fix this. Or stop replaying it. Just stop replaying it. Just go for a walk. Get out into nature. Right, look, will this move? I just want to show you this. Get out into nature. I just wanted to show you where I'm sitting, the view I've got. It's lovely, isn't it? Get out into nature. So here's a proverb, viewers. Better is the person who quiets their spirit before the matter grows than the one who wins an argument in their mind and loses the peace in their heart. In closing, viewers, If you keep rehearsing the argument, you will train your mind to live inside the conflict, even when the room is silent. But if you interrupt the rehearsal and move toward truth, correction, or release, you recover authority over thoughts, over your thoughts, and rebuild peace with discipline. Viewers, if you haven't liked or subscribed, or share if you think it's good enough to give me some encouragement, please do. In the next episode, episode 12, which is entitled The Peace You Mistake for Avoidance, I'm going to expose how false calm, it can be through drugs, gambling, reckless sex, alcohol, false calm can mask unresolved disorder and delay necessary correction. I'm Dr. JWAU, pro-Bricky, count straight, pro-theologist. I look forward to seeing you soon. Don't forget the Jehovah's Witness series and the people of the book. That was the Jews and the Christians who rejected Muhammad. And I look forward to seeing you, nevertheless, in episode 12. Please like, share, subscribe, just for my encouragement. Bye for now.